What's up, everybody? I got some Colorado or Canyon content for you today. I'm still working on the Camaro and swapping that motor in, but I was waiting to get some money to spend on it, and you know how that goes. Also, I did order some parts, but of course they're on back order, and you know the story behind that too. So, in the meantime, I got some other stuff that I can work on the truck, and I'm going to bring that to you today. So I got a Baja Designs light kit. I ordered this actually on Black Friday, and I didn't get it until like the first week of March because it was on back order forever. But I got it from Colorado and Canyon Enthusiast.com, and they sell this bracket kit to where you can put these lights onto the factory fog light locations to replace the factory fog lights. The version I got is the Squadron R Pros with the wide cornering on the top and bottom. Let me pull them out here real quick and I'll show you what they look like. Basically, it's these lights. Pretty beefy, pretty heavy duty, and apparently these are like the most water resistant out of all the like LED like lights that you can get like this. So I'm gonna install these today and show you how it goes. Alright, so here's the lights. They come with this wiring harness. Comes with a 40 amp relay and this rocker switch all pre-installed. It's all terminated and everything. Even the light ends have plug-ins on them. It's a really nice harness. It's all sheathed and got shrink wrap and everything on it. So super nice. Don't need it to do this install though. So I'm not going to use that. It also comes with these weather pack connectors that plug into these connectors, so you can wire them into a factory harness or however you want to do it. Here's the brackets. These brackets, these two are the ones that come with the Colorado Canyon kit. They come with, or this hardware, these bolts and hardware come with the lights. So you can just put that on there. These screws are real nice. They already got Loctite and everything on them. So this bolt here just goes through the center here, and then these bolts are going to bolt to the factory bumper. And got both these installed, ready to go on. These are the brackets that come with the lights. So this is just the factory light brackets. I don't know if these are raw steel or if they're stainless or whatnot. They look like they might be stainless. But the Colorado and Canyon Enthusiast kit, these brackets come unpainted, and they're just raw steel. So I painted these just to keep them from rusting. Also, the Colorado and Canyon kit comes with this hardware. This hardware is used to install this bracket onto the bumper. So yeah, this comes with a bunch of washers and bolts and stuff like that. I'll show you how that goes on here just in a minute. The Canyon kit also comes with these leads. So this plugs into the factory harness, and then it adapts it to these lights. So you don't have to mess with rewiring or cutting the terminals off your factory harness or anything like that. It just literally just plugs right in. So yeah, makes it simple. Comes with some tubing, some whatnot, just to tidy things up a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna throw this on here and show you the next step. Alright, so here's a trim bezel. It's off the truck. Kind of a pain to get this thing off. It's got these 3 tabs that you gotta depress. They're on the inside. This one's on the bottom, and these 2 would be on the outside, I guess, the outside of the truck. And then it's got these tabs, these 2 here, and then this hook, or these 2 hooks on the top here. These 2 are on the inside of the truck, and then these 2 are on the top. So it goes in the truck like this, and here's the hole. You can see these 2 tabs here, and then it's got these 3 like that you gotta depress, and then these 2 hooks at the top. The way I got it off was I did some research and online. Just intuitively you would think that you can just push these 3 tabs in and this thing would pop out, but actually you got to come in with like a pry tool. I use these I guess it's over there, those two plastic pry tools, and just shoved them in here and pushed these tabs in, and then pried these three tabs off here. You just depress them. So you shove the pry tool in there, unlock those two, and then push these three tabs in, and then this whole thing will like rotate out and flip up, and you could unlock the top too. Kind of a pain. I was super worried about scratching the truck and everything, but it came out all right. It's kind of dirty in here. But anyway, here's the factory harness, and like I said, that short little lead should plug into here and everything. And then here's the factory bezel. It's got these three like adjusters or whatever that hold it in there, and it locks into the bumper and into these three holes here, and it's just got these little tabs that you push in and they come right out. So once you get the bezel off, this thing comes right out. And then here's the bracket that goes onto the new lights. And let me see if I can get it in here, but it comes in from the back side. If I can get it in here. Something like that. But yeah, if I can get them holes lined up, get them bolts in there, and bolt it in. Alright, on the driver's side here, you can see I got the bracket in with the 3 bolts, and then this center hole holds this guy on here with this center bolt and these 2 outers. You can see how the fins on this thing kind of slope down or taper down to the bottom. You want the, I guess, the long end on the bottom to fit inside the pocket, which puts the words on this thing upside down. But luckily you can take these 4 screws out and flip it over. And I got the other side in. You see how it goes in there. You can do a little fiddling to get it lined up just right. There is a slight gap all the way around it. I still need to adjust this one a little bit, but from here it looks good. If you get like right up on it, you can see a gap, but it fills the hole pretty good. I'm anxious to see what it looks like when we turn them on. Also, I didn't showcase these when I installed them, but these are also from Colorado Canyon Enthusiast.com, and these are some metal basically wheel well extenders, I guess you can call them. I forget what they call them, but they go under here where the fender liner attaches. There's a plastic piece here from the factory, and these brackets pull this up further so you can get more tire clearance if you're running a big tire. This is a stock size tire on this truck, but I got them just to try them out, and they work pretty good. Gives you about another 1.5 inches, I guess, almost 2 inches of clearance. But alright, anywho, let's finish this up. Alright, had a minor setback. As you can see, the bracket is out of the truck. As I was tightening down the that U-shaped bracket that's on this guy to the round bracket that was on there, there's that 1 bolt in the middle that holds it on. It started getting tight, and this is a lock nut. It started getting tight as I was running it down. It hadn't snugged up at all yet. The bracket was still loose in there, but I was like, what the heck is going on? So I started backing it off, and it was like even more tight. I was like, okay, well, this lock nut got jacked up somehow. I mean, I made it on this far, so it wasn't like it was crooked or anything, but I ended up finagling the whole bracket out. It's kind of a pain pulling the whole light and everything out because you can't get to these side bolts when it's in here. So a little difficult, but was able to fish it out of there. And then I put the bracket in a vise and tried to get this bolt out, or this nut off of here, and it was just not moving. It was seized on there. So I was like, great. So I busted out the impact and used the 3/8 impact first. Didn't budge. Bumped it up to the 1/2 inch impact, and it snapped it off like this. So now I'm down a bolt, and a nut, and I got to figure out what to do next. And since I stuck the bracket in a vise, it's scratched up the paint to heck, so now I had to blast a new coat of paint on it, and the bracket's wet again, and now I'm kind of at a standstill until that dries and I find a new nut. So, just an update on that, but moving on. Alright, got them both on. Here's what they look like. Not too bad. It's subtle. That's what I was looking for. Got them flipped upside down, or the logo is flipped right side up, I should say, on both sides. You gotta be careful when taking these apart. There's the black trim ring and then the glass. It's cool thing about these is the glass is actually swappable. You can swap the diffusers, whatever you want to call them, on the glass or on the lens to change the way the light gets projected. I have these, it's what they call the wide ones, so it like broadcasts it, the light very wide, as for fog light obviously, or you can get these as like more like a spotlight, so you can swap these out if you want. You can even get like half and half, like the top rows you can get the spots, and then the bottoms, or vice versa, you can get the wides. But when you take the glass out, there's like the mirror, like cone shape lens or whatever you want to call it, not the lens but the mirror that's inside there. You can get them flip-flop, so make sure when you do take these apart that the glass, or not the glass, the chrome mirror, I guess is what you call it, in there is facing the right direction. So just be mindful of that. But for now, we'll go for a drive and see what they look like. Alright, don't mind the bugs on the windshield, but here are the factory fog lights off and on. And off again. Alright, once again, here's the Squadron Pros. And here's them on. Huge difference. Massive difference. There's off and on. They're really bright. I highly suggest this purchase if you're interested in some more visibility at night. Definitely on the sides of the road. Definitely broadcast it out very well. Yeah, highly suggest it if you're interested or in the market for something like this. They are a little bit pricey. They are one of the more expensive lights out there, but man, are they worth it. It really puts a light out there. So leave a comment if you're interested, if you got any questions. Hope you liked the video. Thanks, guys.